Hey guys, welcome back. So this week is going to be a really good week in the NFL. A lot of teams are coming off bye weeks, so it should be pretty interesting. So why don't we begin by analyzing Colts and Titans game? Both teams are coming off devastating losses. With the Colts being on their third straight road game, I think it's much more likely that the Titans respond. So I'm taking the Titans. Now, cover over to the Saints and the Rams. It's hard not to think that the Saints will come out and play with the same level of efficiency as they did in their 62-7 win against the Colts. It's also not hard to figure that the Rams will continue to struggle scoring points, as the most points they've scored all year was back in week 2 against the Giants when they put up 16. So I'm taking the Saints to cover. Cam Newton and the Panthers go up against the Vikings. I was pretty impressed with Christian Ponder's debut last week. Not so much statistically, but with the regards to his calm demeanor and his emotional control. I may be wrong on this, but I think the Vikings have a good chance to turn around their 1-6 starts, so I'll take the Vikings to keep it close and cover. Now, with the Cardinals and Ravens. The Ravens' offensive performance on Monday against Jacksonville was brutal. I can't see it happening again, but Baltimore has a big primetime game against the Steelers next week. So they can't afford to overlook the 1-5 Cardinals, and I don't think they will. I'll take the Ravens to cover. Over to the Jags and the Texans. I'm very impressed with the way the Jags compete and won against the Ravens on Monday night. The week before, they only lost to the Steelers by 4 points. Both teams know each other pretty well in this divisional game, and I think the Texans will win, but not by the spread. So I'm taking the Jags. Then we have the Skins and the Bills. I feel good about the Bills' 4-2 record, as both of their losses were by 3 points. The Skins have lost Tim Hightower, Santana Moss, and now Chris Coley is injured, and all three are very significant offensive starters. Washington has lost 3 of their 4 last games. Last 4 games. With their lone victory coming against the winless Rams, I'll take the Bills to cover in Toronto.